the craft building stuff earlier, that was extraplanetary launch pads. 6 plus 3 should be 9. Let's check the mission to make sure we are legit. We are legit. And okay. Lastly, that you're stationed in orbit of Kerbin. Yeah. Okay, so we've got all the basics. Mission 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we just nuked the launch pad. Yeah, I like the night launch too. I turned the ambient up so that you could see what's happening at night, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see anything. Used to, I had interstellar adventures installed, and I'm hoping it's being updated soon, which give you 4 additional stars in the sky, as well as 4 additional solar systems to explore. So if they have that back, I'll put that in here over the next couple of days, and we'll get back to having like 3 stars in that. It's kind of creepy and nice looking at the same time. But one of the stars is this red star, and it makes the whole night sky look this deep shade of crimson. Yeah, it's really cool. It is by and far one of my favorite mods. Now, I would try to speed things up, but I got a funny feeling this thing would not handle times 4 well. Much as I would love to accelerate this launch. And the radiators are pegging again. Waste heat building any? No, waste heat's fine. In reality, they wouldn't allow this thing to launch from land. It would probably knock out windows 5 to 10 miles away. They would almost certainly put it on a water platform well out to sea and launch it from that, like a gigantic rocket carrier. A rocket barge, more specifically, because if you tried to launch this thing from land, it'd be like detonating a nuke in someone's backyard. Looking beautiful. Can't argue with what I'm seeing so far. Oh, there's tons of stuff in order to dock with. We got a rescue vehicle up there. We've got this science station up there. The thing is, this craft is not designed to do the docking. This craft is designed to receive docking craft. So we could dock the recovery vehicle with it, but you'd not want to have it trying to dock with the recovery vehicle. That would be like trying to dock a spacecraft with a well. This thing does not do sudden stops. And you need to be able to do sudden stops, the dock. Hi, boosters. Clean separation, perfect circle. Bye-bye. I liked it earlier, though, when we still had a little fuel left on them, and I watched them, and they just go up and around all over again. I could try to dock a recovery craft with it. Truth is, though, I'm wondering if the part count on this isn't so high it may not make an effective recovery platform because of how much lag you'd experience bringing two craft together. You think the delta V is on this thing's crazy now? If I can get it to a point where it's in orbit, stable orbit, I'll switch it over to the hybrid plasma mode because it consumes fuel in that mode at 1/10 the rate. Firework, you just got here in time to watch me orbit the giant space station. Okay, our apoapsis is now ridiculously high. I'm cutting engines. We're going to turn towards horizon and start to burn that way. Madness, look what I got in front of me. Checking fuel usage as we are now in hybrid plasma mode. Megajoules are being consumed, but very slowly. Well, if right now it's morning for me, but later on tonight when I start the new stream at 2 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, probably going to be putting more of these into around different planetary bodies. This is the first one, but it's only for Kerbin. I've got missions for a couple more stations around Moon and Mimas. We're now approaching apoapsis, so I'm kicking in the big burners again. That should get us to orbital velocity. Keep in mind, this is all the first stage so far. We haven't even separated the primary boosters yet. Go ahead and sprout our panels. Oh wait, I forgot. We can't do that because they're between these. There go the primary boosters. We now have orbit. Now we just need to circularize. I'm thinking we're going to shoot for 300 feet, or 300,000 meters as our destination. Yes, this is definitely a space station. Most definitely a space station. Calibrating orbit. And we're rebuilding megajoules, which power our engine off of the star and off nuclear power. Ooh, persistent. Now we've completed our station mission, which we totally blew the budget on because we got a very awesome station for it. And what I just did was I set persistent rotation to keep this station at its current attitude relative to Kerbin on a constant basis while we go through the orbit. Well, I thought it would. I was supposed to hold it in time warp, but I'm not seeing it do that. There we go. I guess I have to turn off auto nav. This saves so much trouble when you're wanting to make sure that you're at prograde whenever you come around to an orbital station. Called persistent rotation, one of my favorite mods. Alright, I've already noticed I forgot to set these on a toggle, so we're just going to shut them down. Alright, we're trying to get the periapsis to mirror as closely as possible the apoapsis to make this a 300,000 kilometer station. Again, just a reminder, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to follow. Fuel engines. Oh, not quite there yet. Come on. Oh, I see what our problem is. We can no longer radialize at this location. I hadn't noticed it, but the apoapsis had already flipped. So it looks like it'll be 326,000 kilometers. And yes, that is my massive curve net. And it's good because at this altitude out, we don't have anything. And it'll be a good point to refuel at. No threat of aircraft colliding nearby, anything like it. Don't get much better than that. 400 meter deviation between periapsis and apoapsis. We're exactly where we want to be. And let's go normal. How do I get that to go away? Looking good on our power. There we go. That got them to go away. All right, so there we are. New station, exactly where it needs to be. Bring it into orbit here. Actually, there is one thing we could use this for. There we are. Now the same side of the station, unless I manually tell it to, will always be facing Kerbin. Or it should be. Okay, let's get into position and turn that